House to Home, presented by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
It is Tuesday, my friends, and this is the time when we talk property, we talk about rates, we talk about opportunities, and we talk about talking, and we have discussions. And that's why Liz Duenas and Gina Campos are two of my favorite people in the world, because I have learned so much from them, and I hope you have too. This is House to Home. And ladies, we are talking about both opportunities and conversations now, because you find folks at the Guam Association of Realtors are actually inviting the candidates who will be, everybody's going to be heading to the poll in just a couple weeks, and you're actually bringing them on to talk about matters that are pertinent to your line of business. So Hafade.
Hafade, thanks, Jason. Yes, today was the first day the Guam Association of Realtors, our legislative committee, conducted interviews. They're not debates, there are interviews asking candidates questions on where they stand with certain issues and how they're going to deal with it once they get into office. So today was the day for Democratic senators or candidates to appear. And tomorrow it'll be for the Republican candidates. And on Thursday, we are having the gubernatorial candidates, along with the AG's office candidates and the congressional candidates. So each day we've dedicated for these interviews. So today was the Democratic interview, and unfortunately, we only had a few that attended. We had Speaker Terlahi, which we were really appreciative that she took the time to show for today.
I had her on my show too.
Yes, I'm going to mention names that actually took the time to show.
Okay.
So Fred Berdalio, John Savaras, Dwayne Nicholas, Roy Kananta, and Kelly Marsh Titano. And unfortunately, the others, for whatever reason, did not attend. And it's truly unfortunate that the Guam Association of Realtors did not have an opportunity to hear, their stand on certain issues. We pretty much had a list of questions that we sent out in advance, and the objective was for them to respond in writing, and then we went over that in the format today. So we didn't throw any curveballs. We pretty much had a list of questions that was established to begin with, and then we kind of covered it today. So tomorrow, again, reminder, Republican candidates, please show up. Not showing up is not an option, because we want to hear about your views. And then the following day, which is Thursday, is the gubernatorial group, the congressional, and the AG candidates.
Okay, and of course, the Guam Association of Realtors is the very fine organization of which Liz is president. Now, Gina, I got to ask you, because these interviews and these questions that are being posed to the prospective senators deal with real estate. Not every senator, admittedly, or attorney general candidate or gubernatorial candidate is going to know everything about the ins and outs of the real estate business. So, are you looking for more industrial expertise at this point, or have they done their homework, or are you looking more for solutions, or a little bit of everything, and just flexibility to empathize and then to go forward and hopefully put solutions out there?
Well, for me, because I was just one of the realtors that logged on to listen in, the committee, the legislative committee.
You're not just one of the realtors. You're Gina Campos. You're pretty good.
But today, my task, my goal today was just to sit in and listen to these candidates. What I'm looking for is, I'm an expert in very, very little. I get that, for me personally, right? For me personally, I wasn't expecting these people to be an expert in every question that was presented to them. Mm-hmm. But I appreciated the fact that, the association sent them the questions early. If you want to prepare, so I'm looking, did you prepare yourself in advance? Because once you get voted in, you need to have some kind of work ethics. Are you going to be prepared for the issues that come before you? And how are you going to be prepared? And then most importantly is, I wanted to see what their attitude and opinion what is your opinion on things? Because we all have our biases inside, right? There are certain things that I feel very passionately about, and they just pertain to who I am as a person. like for instance, some of the senators right now are advocates for the environment. And I think sometimes it feels like they're willing to put me aside so they can advocate and promote the environment, not taking my needs, into account. How is this going to impact the people?
Mm.
Sometimes I feel like the people are second, the environment is first. I personally don't want to vote for a candidate like that, because my opinion is you as a candidate, your biases are telling you that I, as a human being, I'm not going to take care of the environment because I don't have the same viewpoint as you do. It's absolutely wrong. I just happen to feel like we need to take care of the people because I believe the people will take care of the environment. That's how I see it.
Mm. Okay.
But I'm not. Anyway, so I'm looking for what are their opinions, what are their attitudes towards certain things, because I feel like if I can get to know them as a person, that might give me an insight on how they're going to vote and how they're going to react.
So what impresses most upon you isn't their tacit expertise on your line of work, because again, that's your jam.
Yeah.
But how do they think? How will they be able to use the system that they're trying to become a part of to help you out as the constituency?
Yeah, and their ability to prepare for today, it shows me how driven they are and how they think. I mean, if you didn't make an effort to prepare today, considering that the committee sent you the list of questions, if you didn't make an effort to prepare or stay focused on the task, that's just who I am as a person. Those are the things I look out for, right? And everyone is looking out for something different. And I completely feel that it's a shame for the people who didn't show up. I show up even when I don't want to, because I'm signing up for this. If you didn't show up today, I just don't know if you're going to show up for me when we really need you to be there.
Okay, so does that mean that you're indirectly asking people to write in Gina Campos for senator in a couple of weeks, or?
I couldn't handle the job. It's beyond me. No.
Okay. Well, in other news related to what we talk about on this show, the both of you have started a very, very wonderful organization, you and your husbands, to do good things in our community, and we have a event coming up to do just that. So please tell me all about this zombie run.
So we have zombie run scheduled for Saturday, October 15. And the Children's Ark is a nonprofit organization that we formed. And basically it's to help and assist individuals that have medical issues, children that have medical issues that need assistance, financial assistance. And I think we first started to help one child that they're stateside. The other sibling had passed due to a rare form of cancer. So we formed a group where we just assisted, did fundraisers, and we raised like $5,000 to help this family. And as a result, we thought, well, we're helping one, we'd like to help others. So this organization was formed to assist families who are in need of medical financial assistance, to help them with their medical expenses, whether it be on or off island, or whether it be to help with their housing during the term of their treatment. So we're still in the early stages. It's been formed, it's nonprofit, and the zombie run, this first event is basically to help Sanctuary. So this first event or second event that we're doing is to help Sanctuary, and the proceeds will go to them. So Gina can go over other details about the zombie run, which I think will be a fun event for children and adults.
Okay, now this isn't like the race participants themselves dress up like zombies because like it's a Halloween trick-or-treat contest and everything like that. The zombies are actually chasing you.
The kids could come dressed up. It's going to be at 4, it's at Teedson Field, and we're going to start about 4:30. So you can show up dressed up. The kids can come dressed up, but yeah, we're going to have a really fun event. This is going to be our first official under the Children's Ark. It's going to be our first official event. And, you know, I just want to thank all the sponsors that have already made donations. Of course, Remax Micronesia, the New Gen Physical Therapy Group. I also want to thank KUM Care Force.
Well, we were so impressed with the mission and just what you're trying to do. We immediately jumped on board.
You know, there's so many people in the community, so many businesses in the community.
And by the way, congratulations to New Gen, because they just celebrated their anniversary.
That's right. That's right. The Giving Tree, Rocky Pet Supply, Mescla, Select Care, GFS, TMG, Alpha Insurance, John and Associates, and Bank of Guam were all contributors. And we're welcoming everybody that hasn't had the opportunity to donate. And I just want to say, you know, we get a lot of people who contact us, and absolutely, we always try to help. This is a focused, organized group, and that is going to be the mission, is to help people with families with medical and housing issues. We're going to try to expand this a little bit because there's a lot that we can do as an organized group to help people with even housing issues, because that's part of what's dear to our heart, right? Home is where the heart is. And our group is going to, you know, so that's why we decided to start this. You know, we really believe that as you succeed, you reach out around you and you try to pull up where you can and help where you can. And so we're encouraging all the realtors that hear about this, that have not had an opportunity to pitch in, show up Saturday or contact me and Liz, and we'll take your contribution. Anything we could do to help our community is welcome.
Now, can you tell me, ladies, about the name of the organization? Because when you say the Children's Ark, I mean, I think the name is so creative, because, you know, you get the ark and you say, giving a kid like a little bit of motivation, a little bit of self-confidence, a little bit of encouragement, and that is going to really result in an arc, you know, in their life. It sets them off on the path for success. I was also going to say, like, with the word arc, if you plan on making this to rain for 40 days and 40 nights, I think we already got a head start on that today, because it's raining pretty heavy. So.
Well, can I just?
Well, we first of all, we wanted to just say our global Remax group in the States, they have a foundation. It's the Miracle Foundation for Children. And Children's Miracle Network. And we wanted to tap into that. However, the organization was not going to help people here on Guam. So we figured rather than tap into the global network, we had to do something on a local level. So this is to help our local community. And in order to do so, we had to form our own organization to make that happen. So the REMAX system helps children who need medical assistance, again, but it does not help us on a local level. So this is a mechanism to make that happen. Go ahead, Gina.
Well, so why the Children's Ark, right? Where did we come up with that? If you think about the symbol of the Ark, and Noah's Ark in particular, it's a symbol of hope. It's a symbol that God never gives up on you, right? He never gave up on us. In spite of what was going on in the world and what was happening, God inspired Noah to build the ark to save humanity. And so this is kind of like our vision of, don't ever give up hope. There's always somebody out there that can, we can reach across and pull you up, and we can give you a mechanism, at least try to give you hope and try to help you out in whatever you're going through. And so that's where the name came from. And what is more important, right? Than, we always talk about humanity, but it starts with our kids. We need to give them the hope. We need to empower the children, because they are the next generation. Some of us may have already given up hope with what's going on currently in our society, but the children, they're the ones that are going to bring in the future. And so how could it not be the Children's Ark?
Exactly. And so, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls out there, if you happen to see Liz and Gina, these two little short ladies who have like boundless amounts of energy, and if they happen to be building a big boat that looks really, really cool, and they're gathering two of every types of animal, there's really cool stuff happening right here on our island, and they are spearheading that. So, ladies, thank you for doing this, and to your husbands, because I know this is really a labor of love, and it's a tremendous thing that you're doing for our island family.
Thank you, Jason.
On Saturday.
Yes, so
Yeah,
Saturday. Okay,
Come
let's
out
talk.
in your
Let's talk
zombie
registration.
outfit. Come out in your zombie outfit.
There you go. Okay, yeah, you can dress as the undead. That's totally cool. Okay,
That's
so
it.
real quick, what's registration, Liz?
Well, we'll start taking registration at 4:30. But
Okay.
if you want to register in advance, you could go to Mescla. You could come here to any of the Remax offices have registration forms. We've got a list on our flyer, which we're happy to share with you, Jace, and then that way, we can get it out there. But please stop by our office. We'll register you and collect your donation.
All right, well done, ladies. So thank you very much, and everybody, go and register, and we'll see you on Saturday. All right, have a good day, everybody.